All right, in this video I'm going to show you how to mortise a newel post to fit on the end of a stair stringer. Really handy when you have rug or a finished staircase and you don't want to cut into it. This is a real secure connection with glue and lag screws. Stay tuned. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a little mortise in the bottom of a practice newel post. I'm going to square off these corners with a chisel. I'm actually going to make it about another 1/4 inch deeper. I want it to recess about 3/4 of an inch. And what I did was I made this little jig in the shop. And basically all I did was I took a piece of melamine that is the width of the stringer and with maybe 1/2 mil spare, so it's not super tight. And then I just glued up this jig like so and screw it into the bottom, hold it on with clamps. Then I ran through with a shorter template bit. This is actually a hinge bit, and so it's a 1/16 smaller than the bearing. So I don't have a smaller template bit that is a flush trim, so I need to buy one of those. And then I followed up with a deeper bit in the Festool 1010. It had a little bit more power than this little trim router, which I really like. So I've gone this deep right now, so now I'm going to make an adjustment and go another 1/4 inch deeper on this mortise, square it off, and then try it on the stringer and see how it works. All right, so let's see if this will fit. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to square off this portion of the stringer right here, this little corner, and then the actual post that's going to live here will be mortised and will fit right down into that notch. Should be a really secure connection. All right, so I'll just take this tape off and I will save it because that's what I'm going to use to mark my railing height after. And I'll attach my jig right here, like so, and we should be good to go. All right, so what I've done here is I've cleaned up this little notch with a chisel and a saw, just because I had to make some adjustments in the taper on the bottom here. The floor tapers a bit. I had to take a bit off the post at an angle, so subsequently I had to make this a little deeper. The other thing that is going on here is that if the way the stringer is cut, it's not level. So if I follow that with my post, it's going to be way off. So what I did is I used my router jig actually and put it on right onto the end of the stringer here and marked with a marking knife where plumb was. So I only cut back, you know, a little bit less than 3/4 here. The depth of that mortise is 3/4, so I went a little bit less, and so that means that that mortise is not going to bottom out on the stair stringer at the top. There's going to be maybe a 1/16 of an inch space, but it's going to be filled with construction adhesive, so I'm quite satisfied with that. It's going to fit really nice, and I'll just show you the fit here. As you can see, this is fitting really nice. I've just made a couple of pencil marks where I want the lag bolts to go, and they're a U2 product, lag bolt, lag screw, and I'm just going to continue that line around to the front of the post, and I'll put my holes for the lags dead center on the front of the post. And just so I don't make a mistake and drill the holes in the wrong spot, I've got a mark there. I know I'm going to do my 3/4 Forstner bit holes here. Those are going to be filled with a plug later on. And this is going to be a little different. Little children inside the house and an infant, and we don't want to do the staining on site. We're going to stain it in a workshop, and this plug will go in after, and the customer knows that it's going to be a little bit more visible than it would be if it was put in ahead of time and sanded in place. So I've got an arsenal of drills here set up to do my drilling, and also a driver to put in the 5-inch U2 lag screw. And I will seat them, you know, 75%, and I'll wait till the post is finished before I really, you know, sock them in all the way. And at that point, there's going to be construction adhesive added. So this should be a really nice connection. And I'm actually really pleased at how this turned out. I'm really satisfied. This is a little trickier sort of process, but you know what? I tried it out on a practice piece, and I think that's the secret. If you haven't done it before, and even if you have, try it out on a practice piece and just make sure you're happy with the fit before you know, start chewing away on a $200 newel post. All right, so that post looks really good. I checked the plumb both ways, very acceptable. I'm just going to take it off, sand it up, and then prep for staining. Well, I'm just about to install this newel post. It's going to be a really awesome connection. And hey, I just wanted to mention to you, I've got my lucky hat on. This is an old school hat. If you know where this hat is from and what it's all about and how you know what you know, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching this video. Let's get at it. And that is how you do a mortised newel post onto the end of a stair stringer. Really seamless, solid connection. And all I need to do is plug those holes with oak plugs stained to the matching color. And it's a done deal. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.